अथ श्रीलघुविष्णुसहस्रनाम स्तवः अलन्नाम सहस्रेण केशवोऽर्जुनमब्रवीत् शृणु मे पार्थनामानि ऐश्चतुष्यामि सर्वदा केशवः पुण्डरीकाक्षः स्वयंभूर्मधुसूदनः दामोदरो ऋषिकेशः पद्मनाभो जनार्दनः विश्वक्सेनो वासुदेवः हरिर्नारायणस्तथा अनन्तश्च प्रबोधश्च सत्यः कृष्णः सुरोत्तमः आदिकर्ता वराहश्च वैकुण्ठो विष्णुरच्युतः श्रीधर श्रीपति श्रीमान् पक्षिराजध्वजस्तथा एतानि मम नामानि विद्यार्थी ब्राह्मणः पठेत् क्षत्रियो विजयस्यार्थे वैश्यो धन समृद्धये नाग्निराजभयन्तस्य न चोरात्पन्नगाद्भयम् राक्षसेभ्यो भयं नास्ति व्याधिभिर्नैव पीड्यते इदं नाम सहस्रन्तु केशवेनोद्धृतं स्तवम् उद्धृत्य चार्जुने दत्तं युद्धे शत्रुविनाशनम् इति श्री विष्णुपुराणे लघु विष्णु सहस्रनाम स्तवः।
अत लघु विष्णु सहस्रनाम स्तवः अलम नाम सहस्रेण केशवोऽर्जुनमब्रवीत् शृणु मे पार्थ नामानि यैश्चतुष्यामि सर्वदा केशवः पुण्डरीकाक्षः स्वयंभूर्मधुसूदनः दामोदरो हृषीकेशः पद्मनाभो जनार्दनः विश्वक्सेनो वासुदेवः हरिर्नारायणस्तथा अनन्तश्च प्रबोधश्च सत्यकृष्णः सुरोत्तमः आदिकर्ता वराहश्च वैकुण्ठो विष्णुरच्युतः श्रीधर श्रीपति श्रीमान् पक्षिराजध्वजस्तथा एतानि मम नामानि विद्यार्थी ब्राह्मणः पठेत् क्षत्रियो विजयस्यार्थे वैश्यो धनसमृद्धये नाग्निराजभयन्तस्य न चोरात्पन्नकात् भयम् राक्षसेभ्यो भयं नास्ति व्याधिभिर्नैव पीड्यते इदन्नाम सहस्रन्तु केशवेनोद्धृतं स्तवम् उद्धृत्य वाचार्जुने दत्तं युद्धे शत्रुविनाशनम् इति श्री विष्णु पुराणे लघु विष्णु सहस्रनाम स्तवः।
अथ श्रीलघु विष्णु सहस्रनाम स्तवः अलन्नाम सहस्रेण केशवोऽर्जुनमब्रवीत् शृणु मे पार्थ नामानि ऐश्चत्युष्यामि सर्वदा केशवः पुण्डरीकाक्षः स्वयंभूर्मधुसूदनः दामोदरो ऋषिकेशः पद्मनाभो जनार्दनः विश्वक्सेनो वासुदेवः हरिर्नारायणस्तथा अनन्तश्च प्रबोधश्च सत्यः कृष्णः सुरोत्तमः आदिकर्ता वराहश्च वैकुण्ठो विष्णुरच्युतः श्रीधर श्रीपति श्रीमान् पक्षिराजाध्वजस्तथा एतानि मम नामानि विद्यार्थी ब्रह्मणः पठेत् क्षत्रियो विजयस्थार्थ वैश्यो धनसमृद्धये नाग्निराजभयं तस्य न चोरात्पन्नगाद्भयम् राक्षसेभ्यो भयं नास्ति व्यधिर्भिर्नौ पीड्यते इदन्नाम सहस्रं तु केशवो नोद्धृतं स्वं स्तवम् उत्क्रन्त चार्जुने दत्तं युद्धे शत्रुविनाशनम् इति श्रीविष्णुपुराणे लघुविष्णुसहस्रनामस्तवः।
अथ श्री लघुविष्णु सहस्रनामस्तवः अलन्नाम सहस्रेण केशवोऽर्जुनमब्रवीत् शृणु मे पार्थ नामानि यैश्च दुष्यामि सर्वदा केशवः पुण्डरीकाक्षः स्वयं पूर्मधुसूदनः दामोदरो हृषीकेशः पद्मनाभो जनार्दनः विश्वक्सेनो वासुदेवः हरिर्नारायणस्तथा अनन्तश्च प्रबोधश्च सत्यः कृष्णः सुरोत्तमः आदिकर्ता वराहश्च वैकुण्ठो विष्णुरच्युतः श्रीधर श्रीपति श्रीमान् पक्षिराजध्वजस्तथा एतानि मम नामानि विद्यार्थी ब्राह्मणः पठेत् क्षत्रियो विजयस्याते वैश्यो धनसमृद्धये नाग्निराजपयन्तस्य न चोरात्पन्नगात्पयम् राक्षसेभ्योपयन्नास्ति व्याधिभिर्नैव पीड्यते इदन्नाम सहस्रं तु केशवेनोद्धृतं स्तवम् उद्धृत्य चार्जुने दत्तं युद्धे शत्रुविनाशनम् इति श्रीविष्णुपुराणे लघुविष्णुसहस्रनामस्तवः।
अथ श्री लघुविष्णु सहस्रनामस्तवः अलन्नाम सहस्रेण केशवोऽर्जुनमब्रवीत् शृणु मे पार्थ नामानि यैश्च तुष्यामि सर्वथा केशवः पुण्डरीकाक्षः स्वयं भूर्मधुसूदनः दामोदरो हृषीकेशः पद्मनाभो जनार्दनः विश्वक्सेनो वासुदेवः हरिर्नारायणस्तथा अनन्तश्च प्रबोधश्च सत्यः कृष्णः सुरोत्तमः आदिकर्ता वराहश्च वैकुण्ठो विष्णुरच्युतः श्रीधरः श्रीपति श्रीमान् पक्षिराजध्वजस्तथा एतानि मम नामानि विद्यार्थी ब्राह्मणः पठेत् क्षत्रियो विजयस्यार्थे वैश्यो धनसमृद्धये नाग्निराजभयन्तस्य न चोरात्पन्नकात्भयम् राक्षसेभ्योपयन्नास्ति व्याधिभिर्नैव पीड्यते इदं नाम सहस्रं तु केशवेनोद्धृतं स्तवम् उद्धृत्य चार्जुने दत्तं युद्धे शत्रुविनाशनम् इति श्रीविष्णुपुराणे लघुविष्णुसहस्रनामस्तवः सम्पूर्णम्।
नमस्तेभ्यः. Thank you, Rupa Mukherjee Bhagini, Lalita Bhagini, Sujata Bhagini, and Shyamala Bhagini for wonderful Laghu Sahasranama recitation. And welcome to Satsang 13. Today we are going to know about two more Ekadashis. Those are Haribodhini Ekadashi and Utpanna Ekadashi. Let me share the presentation first. Will you be able to see the presentation? Okay, Satsanga 13th slide.
Yes, Bhagini.
धन्यवाद. As usual, we start our Satsanga with a beautiful shloka from Bhartrihari Niti Shatakam. Can anyone wants to recite this shloka? You repeat after me.
May Bhagini.
Who, Bhagni?
Shamala. Sham.
Okay. Repeat after me, Bhagni. Jadyam dhiyo harati.
Jadyan
Dhiyo
dhiyo harati.
sinchati vachi satyam.
Sinchati vachi satyam.
Manonnatim dishati.
Manontim dishati.
Manonnatim dishati.
Manonnatim dishati.
Papamapakaroti.
Papamapakaroti.
Chetah prasadayati.
Chedav prasadayati.
Dikshu tanoti kirtim.
Dikshu tanoti kirtim.
Satsangati kathaya.
Satsangatik kataya.
Kinna karoti pumsam.
Kinna karoti pumsam.
Now line by line. Jadyan dhiyo harati sinchati vachi satyam.
Jad. Okay.
Manonnatim dishati papamapakaroti.
Jadyamti dhiyo harati sinjati vachi satyam. Manonnatim dishati papamapakaroti.
Chetah prasadayati dikshu tanoti kirtim. Satsangati kathaya kinna karoti pumsam.
Chetah prasadayati dikshu tanoti kirtim. Satyasangadih kataya kinna karoti pumsam.
Here satsangati and here it is manonnatim. Can you repeat full shloka, Bhagni?
Can I read fully?
Full shloka, yes.
Jatyam dhiyo harati sinchati vachi satyam. Manonnatim dishati papamapakaroti. Chetah prasadayati dikshu tanoti kirtim. Satsangadihi kataya kinna karoti pumsam.
Uttamam, Bhagni. Dhanyavadaha. Today we learn about Ekadashi Mahatmya, Haribodhini Ekadashi and Utpanna Ekadashi, the stories behind both Ekadashi. I think most of you attended previous sessions, so I go briefly. First, the importance of Ekadashi or benefits of Ekadashi are beautifully explained by these two shlokas. I recite these two shlokas. Ekadashi vratam nama sarva kama phala pradam kartavyam sarvada viprair vishnu prinana karanam. And the benefit of upavasa is explained by this shloka. Upavasassa vijneyaha sarvabhoga vivarjitaha manasa kriyate yastu sahi sarvottamo vrataha. This is the best among all vratas, the fasting, Ekadasi fasting. What is Ekadashi and how many Ekadashis in a year? Do you know how many Ekadashis in a year? Can anyone?
24.
Yeah, 24. Good, good. And do you know all the names?
No,
Okay, maybe our Ekadasi group recitation, whoever attend Ekadasi group recitation might have known the names of Ekadasi. So let us see all those names and importance of Ekadasi and fasting. First, what is Ekadashi? The 11th lunar day of the lunar fortnight is Ekadashi. There are two types. One is Shukla Paksha, Krishna Paksha. Most of you are aware of these things. It's a general knowledge to all of you, I think. Shukla Paksha means the full moon cycle ends with full moon. So no moon to full moon. And Krishna Paksha, full moon to no moon. Dark night. The name Ekadashi, how the name Ekadashi came, it comes in the Utpanna Ekadashi story. So I avoid this story now. Last time I mentioned this story also in previous sessions. And first, now let us see how many Ekadashis in a year. As one of our Bhagini said, there are 24 Ekadashis in a regular year. But in how come in a leap year? 2 more Ekadashis extra in a leap year. Let us see the list first. Maybe can any one of you list out and name, read all these Ekadashis? Name. Anyone? Just unmute yourself and read one by one.
some mistakes may be there.
Okay.
Utpanna Ekadashi, Mokshada Ekadashi, Sapala Ekadashi, Putrada Ekadashi, Satila Ekadashi, Jaya or Bhaimi Ekadashi, Vijaya Ekadashi, Amlaki Ekadashi, Papa Mokshani Ekadashi, Kamata Ekadashi, Varutini Ekadashi, Mokini Ekadashi, Apara Ekadashi, Nirjala Ekadashi, Yogini Ekadashi, Sayana or Padma Ekadashi, Kamika Ekadashi, Pavitropana Ekadashi, Aja or Ananta. Annada, sorry. Annada Ekadashi, Parivartini or Parsva Ekadashi, Indra Ekadashi, Papanna Kusha Ekadashi, Rama Ekadashi, Haripodini or Uttanna Ekadashi, Adhika Masa Patmini Ekadashi, Parama Ekadashi.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you, Bhagini. So as here mentioned, all 24 are in leap year, 2 more. So 26 Ekadashis has their own stories. I think previously we have known maybe 4 or 6 Ekadashi stories. So each Ekadashi has specific importance. Maybe Ekadashi is believed to be a day when cosmic energies are conducive to spiritual practices. Whoever wants to go in the line of spiritual way, they can observe Ekadashi fasting on maybe 1 or twice in a month. Most people follow Shukla Paksha Ekadashi, but few people follow both Shukla Paksha and Krishna Paksha Ekadashi. Only by listening to the names of these Ekadashi, many sins are washed away. By listening or by naming all these names also. Ekadashi fasting is very auspicious. As I said earlier, there is science behind Ekadashi fasting. You might know one of the Japanese scientists got Nobel Prize on and his research about fasting, not Ekadashi, but fasting. But our sages have done it many long years, many years ago. According to science, it takes about 3 to 4 days for the food that we eat today to reach our brain. Usually we think just now we had food, maybe it digested, so I got energy from the food I ate just now. But that's not the correct way. It takes about 3 to 4 days for the food that we eat today to reach our brain. Maybe if we eat light or fast on Ekadashi days, that intake will reach the brain correspondingly on the new moon or full moon day. Got it? Maybe if we fast on Ekadashi, that's 11th day. So 3 days or 4 days, the food reaches our brain. That means 15th day, full moon day. Or Krishna Paksha, it reaches on the food, it reaches our brain on no moon day or new moon day. So on both of these days, the earth pressure is at its maximum. So leading to imbalance in everything, including one's thought process. The food what we take has effect on our thought process or on our actions also. So the earth pressure is at its maximum, so leading to imbalance in everything, including one's thought process. If the input to the brain is at a minimum food or no food, the chances of the brain indulging in any wayward activity due to high pressure imbalance also becomes minimum. There won't be any after effects. And one more explanation for the Ekadashi fasting is, when compared to any other day of the moon cycle, the atmospheric pressure is the lowest on the Ekadashi day. So that is the best time to fast and maybe cleanse our bowel system also. You might have seen many Instagram reels or YouTube videos about Ekadashi fasting, saying all those sages or saints what's the importance of Ekadashi day. So to cleanse our bowel system, this is the best time. If we fast on any other day, maybe because of the high pressure, it may strain or damage our system. So 11th day is best to do fasting. And it is advisable after fasting on Ekadashi, maybe the immediate next day, Dwadashi, we get up early and eat. We offer prasada to Lord Vishnu. After that, we eat as soon as possible. There are certain timings. Before that, we do parana. And there are fasting rules, a few or many fasting rules. If you want to follow, maybe you can message in the Satsang group, Abhi Mahodaya or myself send the PDF. So there are avoidance of certain foods, especially rice, grains, and avoidance of mixed Ekadashi and observance of pure Ekadashi. And there are do's and don'ts, that we should not take rice and grains or pulses, just have fruits. And there is a rule for how to break fasting. As I said earlier, the next day, get up early and do bath and offer prasada to Lord Hari, and after that, eat. And this is a general way of fasting and breaking fasting. Maybe before our ancestors have done in a very systematical way. They do danas to brahmanas and they do santarpanas. They invite brahmanas and they do charities. And certain particular Ekadashi, one particular charities. That depends on the Ekadashi. So today we are going to learn about Haribodhini Ekadashi and Utpanna Ekadashi. What is the story behind Haribodhini? Hari, the name says it is the name of Lord Vishnu. And this Haribodhini Ekadashi comes on Kartika Masha Shukla Paksha. So coming 12th is Haribodhini Ekadashi. On this day, Lord Vishnu wake up from his sleep. He actually in Ashada Masa Shukla Paksha, Lord Vishnu goes to sleep. That is known as Deva Shayana Ekadasi. Deva Shayana. He sleeps. So the name comes Deva Shayana Ekadasi. And now in Kartika Shukla Paksha Ekadashi, Hari wakes up from his deep sleep. So it is known as Haribodhini or Devottanna. Deva Utpanna. Deva wakes up from his sleep. So Devottanna Ekadashi. How nice it is. And these 4 months is known as Chaturmasa. Maybe few signs you might have seen Shrungeri Matapithadhipatis, they do Chaturmasa Vrata. On those days, they eat food in a systematical way. There is a systematical way how they take intake food intake, and they do Parayanas, and maybe they wander around many places. They deliver speeches in spiritual to increase the spiritual knowledge in the among the population. And do you know anything about Haribodhini Devottanna Ekadashi? As it is, Brahma said to his son Narada the importance of Devottanna Ekadashi. When Narada asked Brahma, what is the importance and how do we do fasting and all, Brahma explains him. So in the early morning, previous day, Dashami day, you should take less food before sunset. So the next day, Ekadashi, get up in the Brahma Muhurta and do bath and all. Then offer Deepa to Lord Vishnu and maybe recite few names of Lord Vishnu. Then take a sankalpa that today I am going to do Ekadashi fasting. Then on that day, maybe you avoid eating grains, pulses and all, take fruits. And during sunset, again offer Deepa to Lord Vishnu. And the next day, you break the fasting on Dvadashi day. Here, the next day comes as Kshirabdi Dvadashi or Kaishika Dvadashi. On that day, many people do Tulasi Vivaha to Damodara, and that is another story. So this fasting is equal to maybe particular certain Ekadashi has a certain benefits, and during this Haribodhini Ekadashi, it is equal to maybe if you do many Ashwamedha yagas is equal to fasting on Haribodhini Ekadashi, or maybe 100 Rajasuya yagas is equal to Haribodhini fasting. Like that, a list is there, many lists. And one more thing, if your sins are, if you have done many sins, it would be vanish away with only Haribodhini fasting. Like if cotton is piled, a pile of cotton is piled at a side, just one drop of Agni will burns all the cotton in a minute Like that, if you do fasting on this Haribodhini, all your sins would be washed away. Maybe there is a scientific reason also behind that, because during this Kartika Masa, people will feel lazy because of the weather and all. So if you wake up early and do all these things, your body or your system will be in a systematical way. People won't listen if you say wake up early and do your works and all like that. So I think our ancestors have done a beautiful part. They have turned it towards spiritual way, bhakti, devotional way. So if we do fasting, these sins will be washed away. So many people will follow that. That's also a beautiful way, wonderful thing. And there are certain things you should not mingle with others. Maybe by keeping quiet, follow your mind devotedly to Lord Vishnu, and then don't indulge in other activities that ruin your spiritual practice. Maybe unnecessarily talking and all, mingling with people who doesn't have trust in Lord. So this is the Haribodhini Ekadashi story. There is not a particular story behind that. Just Lord Brahma explained to Narada about the importance and how to do fasting and all, and the benefits. So, you have any doubt? Let us go to other Utpanna Ekadashi story now. Usually in every Ekadashi, I keep on telling this story, but this is the time to tell that story actually. Utpanna means evolving, right? So from here, the Ekadashi name came. Let us see that. And Utpanna Ekadashi falls on Margashirsha Shukla Paksha. 1 minute. Do you know how the name came to as Ekadashi? Anyone know the story behind that name? There is a story how the name came, Ekadashi. Anyone know? Okay, let me tell. And Lord Shri Krishna explains to Yudhishthira about the importance of Utpanna Ekadashi. When Yudhishthira asks him the importance of Ekadashi and the how many Ekadashis are there like that, he asked Krishna. Then Krishna said, O son of Kunti, maybe in the beginning of winter on the Ekadashi that occurs during the dark fortnight of the month of Margashirsha that falls on November and December. That is known as Utpanna Ekadashi. As every Ekadashi, we have to follow the same rules. Before Ekadashi day and Dashami day, before sunset, we have to eat less food. And next Ekadashi day, wake up early and do bath and all, and offer Deepa to Lord Vishnu. Then recite all those Vishnu namas and all. and do fasting. But when Yudhishthira asks him what is the story behind this Utpanna Ekadashi, Krishna said there were maybe in those days there was a demon called Mura. In one song also is there, Murahara, Bhavahara, that Mura demon. So he killed many people, and he has done he has ruined all the earth, and maybe all the saints and all. So all saints and all, they went to the God Lord Brahma, asked him to get rid of this Mura. Then Brahma advised them to go to Lord Vishnu. Then all they went to the Lord Vishnu, and they asked Lord Vishnu to kill this demon Mura. So Vishnu fought against all those demons, and he killed almost all demons, maybe except Mura. And Lord Vishnu also exhausted, and maybe that time came for his sleep. So he went into a cave and he slept. But Mura got to know Vishnu is in that cave, so he goes to that cave and try to attack on Vishnu. Then from Vishnu's Mano Netra, one beautiful lady came and she fought Mura, and she killed that demon. So after that, Vishnu got up and realized that she killed Mura. Then he named her Ekadashi. He gave boon to her. What should I do for you? Then she asks to on this Ekadashi day, people who do fasting will get rid of all the sins. So that's how the name came. That Ekadashi, that lady's name is Ekadashi. From that day onwards, we observed fasting on Ekadashi. That's how the name came, Utpanna. Ekadashi started. So Utpanna Ekadashi. Do you have any doubt? Any one of you have doubts? Otherwise, we will conclude the session. So the Chaturmasa Vrata starts from Ashada Shaina Ekadashi, that is Devashaina Ekadashi, and these 4 days, Chaturmasa Vrata, few people follow these Vrata, and Kartika Masa Shukla Paksha Ekadashi, the Chaturmasa Vrata will end. There are particular stories in Puranas also who observe fasting. King Ambarisha and King Rukmangada. King Ambarisha story came in Sriman Narayanam also. Ambarisha follows fasting, and the next day he wants to break the fasting, but sage Durvasa goes to the lake and he doesn't come. He comes lately. Before that, Ambarisha breaks the fasting, and Durvasa gets angry and he gives Shapa to Ambarisha. That is the one story behind the Ekadashi fasting. And Rukmangada, this is also another story. Maybe someday we will see it. So from ancient times, sages in ashramas are practicing this Ekadashi. So if you don't have any doubts, let us conclude the session. Okay, I will recite the Shanti mantra. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhaveet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.